Yes. Yes, so welcome back to another live, guys. So, for those of you who are joining here for the first time, what we do is we try and analyze the market, right? So, we do this by basic analysis such as chart reading. We do this with the help of option chain and OI data, PCR data, and such analysis, right? And for those of you who have been joining in on daily basis, thank you for joining back. So, we do this basically every day at 3:45 p.m. to understand what happened in the market during the day, that is 9:15 to 3:30, and what could happen tomorrow, right? Using this analysis. So this is the complete idea on the whole live market analysis. We do this for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and on certain days we do this for Nifty as well. So we sometimes do it for stocks as well, depending on if a user does request a specific analysis in our comments, right? So yes, right before we start, make sure you like the video and you subscribe to the channel as well, so that you don't miss out on any market updates or any product updates, right? So yes, we should quickly begin today's section. And yes, okay, so yeah, so I think for those of you who had been trading today, we saw at least most of our analysis from yesterday did come out to be right? So we expected it to cover the uh, gap up from day before yesterday, which actually was a huge gap down in today's morning thing, and also it went back up, right? That was exactly what we had expected as well, and the same did happen, but towards the end, obviously that then it becomes live analysis of the market, and towards the end we actually saw it come back to the day's open, and almost I'm assuming it did break it down as well, right? If I'm not wrong, or it ended somewhere around the same area. So yes, quickly we shall get into the charts and see what happened today, right? Coming into the trading view charts. So yes, Nifty futures 25th May. So tomorrow is the expiry. So very exciting expiry. It will be tomorrow. Also, before I give you my analysis, you can for sure put your suggestions or your analysis in the comment below, and also let me know what you think, or where do you think the market would be headed, right? So yes, as we expected yesterday, this was the gap up we were seeing, right? So we did, as we saw the ending towards 18,350, we saw this gap up to be covered completely, and after that the market would be heading upwards, right? So what happened today was basically there was a huge gap down which covered both day before's and today's gaps, right? So that's exactly what happened. We saw it go towards 18,400, which is a very strong resistance zone, right? Not only a psychological one, because above that we could be headed towards the all-time high, but also 18,400 is backed a lot by OI, right? And we'll see that in the option chain once we get to it. So yes, we saw it head towards 18,400 and completely drop down after that, right? And towards the end, it did break the day low as well, around, that is around 18,286, which we saw, right? So yes, so this at least looking at the market today, this rounding top was one signal that showed that market would not be heading up through, at least for that specific day, right? So usually when markets have a rounding bottom, it would not fall again. At least this is most of the times, right? You never can know what would happen, but that it's a signal, right? Obviously, you have to consider many other factors as well. So yes, this is one thing we saw, and also a good channel that it formed towards from, this is again 11:25 it's began, and around 1:30 the channel was, it was completely playing around in this channel, right? So a small breakout went up till 18,340 and then a huge fall, right? So this is a very strong candle that was formed at 240, which suggested a more downward move, right? So yes, let me just save this. So 18,200 and 18,400 would be our support and resistances. We should quickly come to the option chain. Give me 1 second. And yes, so also, if you guys did take any trades today, make sure you put it in the comments to let me know what trade you exactly took and why you took the trade, right? So that we can help others out as well. So yes, okay, this is Nifty Bank. Let me just quickly change this to Nifty, right? Did I not change it? Yes. Yes. Okay. Good. Perfect. Date should be of today. Yes. Awesome. So yes, as we see, wait, give me 1 second. So as I was saying in yesterday's live, right, I kind of changed the place of where I take the live, and I think I should use my old place again because I think the internet doesn't reach here as well, right? So yeah, tomorrow onwards, I'll make sure to go back to the other place so that the internet is uh, much more faster. So yes, coming to the option chain, right? Nifty option chain. Yes. So if you look at it here, 18,300 is currently in the money, or I mean, sorry, at the money, and what do you call the current max pain, right? So if you look at it here, we have a lot of addition in the call side, right? So we see a lot of sellers on this side. So we have a huge addition also at 18,000. 400, we have around 37 lakh addition with around 1.5 crore OI at that specific position, right? We again have 44 lakh at 18,450, 20 lakh at 18,500, and they're very huge, right? So around 1.3 crore, 1 crore, 1.5 crore. And as it's been added today, we see that a lot of people are suggesting that the market would be lower tomorrow, right? So you look at the put side, we don't see a huge addition. At least 18,200 had an addition of 10 lakhs, which is why it is our support, below which market could head a little more lower, right? And also you look at 18,150, 18,100. It's very small OI, and there's not been a lot of addition to it either, right? Which is why the market does suggest that it could head a little more lower. So we could see at least towards the opening of tomorrow, we could see the markets heading lower, right? So yes, quickly coming to the OI as well, changes what we saw directly uh, in the option chain itself. Yes. So we see a PCR of zero point 0.9, right? So let me just quickly check yesterday's PCR as well. 23rd. Yes, so yesterday it was 1.1 and it's moved to 0.9, right? Which suggests a little more bearish move. So below 1 is when we know its market is a little more bearish, and above 1 is when it's bullish, right? So the movement from 1.1 to 0.9 also gives us a bearish signal, right? So overall, we would say Nifty would be a little more bearish tomorrow, and that is what we can see in tomorrow's expiry, right? So very exciting, 18,400. So yeah, this is what we saw in the option chain. We saw a lot of addition, right? Call addition at 18,300, 18,350, 18,400, right? So and 18,400 also acts as a very good resistance, only above which we could see the market heading much more higher. So yes, that is Nifty's analysis. Quickly coming into BankNifty, right? Yes. So let me just go to the futures. Also, you can let me know if you guys read the spot charts or the futures charts. And so we usually look at the future charts, right? So that's how we do our analysis with But yeah, that's depending on each trader's preference. Yes. Coming to BankNifty, right? So this is what I was seeing today as well. Very similar movements. We saw market with a gap down opening. We saw it cover the gap down that was completely happened within the first hour to 1.5 hours, right? Within 10:40, 11:30, we saw the gap down being completely uh, taken care of. And after that, we saw a similar channel being formed in of Bank Nifty as well, a downward channel, right? So very similar movements we got to see in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. This was a zone that I was trying to keep track of, so no, it did not come back here towards the end. So no real thing with that, right? So yes, one thing I was seeing was this rejection candle here, right? So if you look at it a little more closely, this is around 11 a.m. We saw it rejecting the 44,000 level, right? So usually when there's a long wick, or the wick is at least half or bigger than the size of the body, we know that usually it's taken a lot of rejection from that specific level. So 44,000 is one level which we have been seeing from quite a few days, which it is not completely breaking out of and giving us a very strong bullish signal, right? So today also we saw around 11 a.m. a huge rejection from 44,000 level, and after that we saw the market to have a complete downfall to it, right? And it ended around 43,700 level, which is one of our uh, support zones from before. So yes, quickly coming into the option chain for Bank Nifty as well. Bank Nifty also showing very similar signs as Nifty, right? So yes, let me just quickly change this back to Bank Nifty. Yes, 1 second. So yes, if any of you did take any trades, make sure you put it in the comments. And so I think a few of the lives we have done before, make sure you check that out too. But yeah, a lot of Stolo users or new people joining the live usually used to carry trades, right, for the next day. And so their idea was that it could head a certain way, and they used to carry it over for the next day. So I think this is usually the BTST trades, right? So and they would come to the live and basically ask, okay, what do you think could happen for it tomorrow, while they are carrying the trades, right? So any stock or equity FNO that you are holding, you can surely put it in the comments below, and we'll make sure to check it as well, right? We can obviously try and read the charts and the option chain for any of those stocks as well. So yes, quickly coming into the option chain of Bank Nifty, right? So yes, Bank Nifty 43,500 is our support zone, and we see 44,000 of very strong resistance, right? Not only based on OI, but in terms of psychology now, and as well as price, right? There's a lot of rejection at that specific level. It is not very neatly breaking out of that level, right? So 44,000 could be a very good, at least, sell option where it could end most probably below that specific level, right? So also similar to Nifty, we see a lot more addition on the call side here, where it is suggesting that markets could be below the 44,000 level, 43,900 level, as well as the 43,800 level, right? So we see 29.5 lakh, 29.2 lakh, 19 lakh addition on this side, whereas you see smaller additions, right? Other than the 43,500 level, which is the current support. So you see only 12 lakh, 6 lakh, 4 lakh, 2 lakh addition on the put side, right? So not a lot of traders which are telling that market could be in a bullish manner. But yeah, there is, it could be a little more sideways to bearish market tomorrow, right? So that's what we could see in Bank Nifty, because after the bearish side, there could be a little fight from this side, right? The put sellers, which would suggest it to be a little more sideways. So yes, quickly coming into the PCR data as well. Yes. So yeah, this is exactly what we saw, the change in OI. 44,000 level, as you can see here, very strong, right? Again, as I've mentioned before, we see 81.4 lakh at OI at 44,000 level, but not a very strong support on the downside, right? 43,500 looks to be the highest, but again, not does not seem very strong, as it could head lower than that if it goes down, right? So yes, we see a PCR of zero point 0.7. I'm assuming it similarly it did fall. It was a little more higher than 0.7. Yes, 0.92. It's moved down to zero point 0.7, which again gives us a bearish outlook to the market, right? So that is something we could see tomorrow, and it would be a very fun, exciting. What do you call expiry tomorrow? And yes, okay. So Jitendra Varma says 43,900 P 250 pay hold here, sir. Okay, that's so if Jitendra, you have bought it, right? So you have bought 43,900 P, if I'm not wrong. So you can let me know if you bought or sold it, because if you have bought it, then it must be a good position, as we are seeing it to be a bearish market itself, right? So, and it's, I think currently, once again, yes, currently I think 43,700 is the level it is playing in. So, yes, that should be a good level to buy a PE, right? So, yes, that is. So yes, that is the analysis for today. I'm not sure if Jitendra is still here, but yeah, Jitendra, if you have bought it, then it must be a good trade, and hope you. I think you can watch the analysis if you haven't from the beginning to understand how we came to this conclusion, right? So yes, as usual, thank you so much for joining in. Also, quick disclaimer: this is completely for educational purpose, right? This is just an outlook based on what we can see in the market, and this is not. And we do not provide any calls or tips or anything, right? And also, before you do take any trade, make sure you consult your financial advisor, right? So yes, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe it so that we can bring out more such content for all of you. And yes, as usual, we should see what happens in the May expiry tomorrow, right? Very exciting. Can't wait to see what happens. Make sure you join back tomorrow, and we'll see. Thank you.